So I got my settings set exactly where I need them for this material. I'm going to show you first what a really good bead sounds like. Basically, it just needs to sound like if you've ever cooked bacon in the morning, it just should sound like bacon sizzling on the stove top. So let's see how it sounds. This is the example of a good solid running bead. So that sounded just right. It maybe sounded a hair too cold, but overall it sounded really good. It sounded like basically bacon sizzling, and that's what you're looking for. All right, so now I'm going to show you basically when your wire speed is too high. So it's going to sound really choppy, it's going to sound really rough, and you're not going to get a pretty bead. So if you hear this noise and it's really choppy and the wire speed just keeps bouncing off and your hand keeps getting pushed back, this is what's happening. That means that your wire speed is too high. So as you could hear there, it kind of sounded like a machine gun. The welds look super rough, and that's what it looks like if your wire speed is too high, and it just sounds really choppy, really rough. So pay attention to that. You could really tell basically how your weld is going to turn out by the sound of it. And so just really pay close attention to how it's sounding. All right, on this one, I'm going to show you basically what it sounds like when my volts are turned all the way up and my wire speed is really low. So there's going to be a lot of heat coming out, but my wire isn't going to be feeding out as it should. So you probably heard that. It sounds to me like you could tell it's really hot, but you could feel that you could almost see the electrode, the welding wire coming out of the end. It's just like pop, pop, pop. But you could tell it's really hot when it's coming out because it burns in really good, but it takes a minute for that wire to come out, and you just keep seeing it pop, pop, pop. So that's what it will sound like if your heat is too high and your wire speed is pretty low. So you could kind of see it just kind of, the wire speed's barely coming out. It's hot, so it burns in not real good, but my wire is just barely coming out, and it just kind of pops. So that's when my volts are too high and my wire speed too low.